How's it going, guys? Happy St. Patrick's Day. I got a bunch of stuff to show you. I apologize if I sound weird or anything like that, but I don't feel that great. But I really want to get this video. I got a lot of stuff to show you, and excited actually for this stuff. So we've got some great games to show and some great YouTubers to talk about because I have some good trades. So to start off with, none other than Gamer Emporium. I believe I sent him Super Metroid, and he was excited to see that. And he sent me first the extra because it was on top, and that is Outrun 2 for the Xbox, and this is complete. So that was really cool of him. But what I was really excited about was two PS2 RPGs I didn't have, and that is Digital Devil Saga 1 and Digital Devil Saga 2. So Atlas Games, Shin Megami Tensei games, absolutely awesome, Jason. So thank you very much. So go check them out, Gamer Emporium. And I'm glad you finally got Super Metroid. I know that was a game that had me going for the longest time, and it was Stilo999 who really hooked me up. So next is actually a trade with Stilo999. He's back doing videos, so go check him out. This first game is one that we have actually talked about probably for a couple of months now. Finally worked something out, and that is The Illusion of Gaia. Slowly getting all the Super Nintendo RPGs. I'm still missing the other ones of this trilogy, Terra Enigma and Soul Blazer. Go check out Soul Blazer on RPG Tour Guy's website. He's been rocking that one out. But he threw in the map with Illusion of Gaia, so that was really cool. With that, part of the trade was Shadow of the Colossus, just a game I've been looking for. This and ICO are two really, really good games, so really excited to have this and check it out here. He also threw in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which I have, but I think I've showed it. It's like not even half a label, so definitely a label upgrade. So I very much appreciate it, Steve. And then, again, just because he's such an awesome dude, I had made a comment in my last video how my sister had somehow scratched her Kingdom Hearts disc. So here it is right here. He had just an extra one laying around, so it was really cool of him. So go check out Stilo999 and check out Gamer Emporium. They're both on Facebook and on YouTube, so go check them out. Next is just some pickups. This first pickup is from the beginning of the week, last week, and it is not that great. It's at a little Catholic Charities thrift store, and it is God of War Chain of Olympus for the PSP, and they had it for $4.99 if you can see that. But they had all their orange stickers were 90% off. So I'm thinking this thing's going to be, like a dime or something. And I didn't know that it was greatest hits at the time. It was just the case. And so I asked them about it. They found it, and they rang it up, and it was 50 cents. And I guess I just can't do math, because 50 cents is definitely, 90%. But I don't know. I was thinking it was a dime, and it was a no-brainer. But for 50 cents, I don't have a PSP. It's obviously not complete, so this will probably just get thrown in, in my next trade with someone. Maybe they want the case. So, Chains of Olympus, though. But I did a little bit better here with these next finds. First is Mario Kart DS. This is from a pawn shop. One pawn shop I know, they do all their loose DS games for $2. So, I wonder what they pay for them, but I'm okay picking up Mario Kart for $2. And then also, which I thought was a really cool find, this was at another pawn store. This was $2. It is Samurai Legend Musashi. I believe it is the sequel. I don't know if it's a direct sequel, but to Brave Fencer Musashi. So just a cool Square Enix game to have. I do not have the first one on the PS1. This one is not complete, missing the manual, but for $2, I wasn't going to turn down the Square Enix game. So that was just cool to find. Next is from another pawn shop, and this was $5, and I was very happy to find this because I didn't have this yet, and it is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Again, this one is not complete, but I remember the disc being very good. Again, $5 for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, so that was really cool. And then I went to our Savers, which is like Value Village for all you Northwest and Canadian brethren, and they had since I just found that earlier in the day, a Super Smash Brothers, or a code book with Super Smash Brothers, featuring Super Smash Brothers. I'll get that right eventually. This was 29 cents, because all their magazines at Savers are 29 cents. And then I also picked up a strategy guide to Yu-Gi-Oh! Sheaf of Destruction. Sure. Again, it was 29 cents. I do not own this game, nor do I know what game what system it's for. But for 29 cents, this will probably just get traded into a game store or something like that. But for 29 cents, I figured I'd take a chance with it. It actually came with some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that just happened to fall out when I bought it. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but just to show them here. Harpy Lady Sisters, Mermaid Knight, and Manicore of Darkness. So, unless somebody thinks these are worth anything, they're probably just going to go into the garbage or something. But so I just came with some cards. Next, I will show. Oh, speaking of game store, so we have a handful of game stores in town here. Off the top of my head, I can probably come up with 6 of them. But this is a really, really small one, kind of a hole in the wall. And I think I've mentioned it before. He had the Battletoads games that I'd been, kind of keeping an eye on. So I finally went in and I gave him my Game Gear stuff, and then I also gave him that Game Boy SP, the Game Boy Advance SP, for him to fix. And I, he asked me what I wanted, and I pretty much pulled these off the shelf, and they are Battletoads and Double Dragon, and Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. So definitely really cool to find these 2 Battletoads games. I don't think there are any other ones for the Super Nintendo, but somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. So, they're just a little bit harder to find. I don't think they're rare or anything, but just a little bit harder to find. So, and they're in good condition, which is actually not common at his shop. So, so cool to find these. Like I said, I traded in the Game Gear, so I'm glad to have those. Next is, I'll do my flea market stuff last. Next is from actually a co-worker who knows I collect games, and I've actually given him a few 360 games and stuff like that I found, and he just happened to find a random stack of Xbox games at his house, I assume from an old roommate or something, but he just brought them in and told me I could have them, so that was really cool. So nothing super stellar, but I'll go ahead and go through these pretty quickly here. Time Splitters, Future Prefect, and I just got these today, so I haven't even had time to pull the stickers off or anything. Forza Motorsport, NFL Blitz in a generic case, NHL 2K6, Gun, Superman Returns, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, The Punisher, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Conflict Vietnam, and I really like the Battlefield Vietnam for the PC, so I wonder if that's like that. Rally Sports 2 Challenge, San Andreas, here we go, everyone's favorite, Halo, Game of the Year, Halo 2, Grand Theft Auto 3, Lord of the Rings, Call of Duty Finest Hour, I don't remember, oh, another Vietnam game, Shell Shock, I've never heard of it, and lastly, Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So again, nothing stellar, but here's 15 games for free or however many there are. So definitely really cool just to be given those. So I really appreciate that. Last is my flea market finds. I went on Sunday, so yesterday, and got an awesome find and just a couple of some good stuff here. The first one I picked up for $2 is Spyro, Enter the Dragonfly, and the Spyro games are supposed to be pretty fun. This is the first one I've owned, But this one also came with the soundtrack, so that's why I thought it was really cool. So for $2, picked up the game complete with the soundtrack. Next was for $5, and this is a game I do own, but can never, you know, turn down these, and that is Mario Kart Double Dash. It is missing the manual, but I assume the game works. I haven't tried it yet. But so Mario Kart, awesome Mario Kart game, one of my favorites. So I'll probably, this one is definitely for trade. Next is just a Game Boy instruction manual. I don't know, I know Gamer Emporium's starting to collect Game Boy games, so I don't know if he needs this. But it's Donkey Kong Land. I actually think this is a game I sent to Boomstick229. So maybe she wants this, but it was $1, so. And lastly, this would be my Phase 4 Retro Rewinder pick of the day, and it is Shadowrun for the Genesis. This was just from, this wasn't even from a video game show. It was just some random booth that had a bunch of crap and then a couple of games. It is not complete. It's missing the manual, but the game's in there and in decent enough condition. So, but definitely cool that it's, you know, in the case. So, I wasn't sure what the value of this was. I know the Super Nintendo one is pretty decent, like, you know, $40, something like that. So, but I spoke to my Sega experts, the Robotnik brothers, and they confirmed it's definitely worth picking up. So, definitely cool to find Shadowrun. This is for trade. I don't really collect for the Genesis, so this one is for trade. That is all my pickups. Thank you very much, you know, those who stick with me and watch all my videos. I want to make a special thanks to my wife and her flute duo partner, Emma. Their duo is Duo Belvento. They've been playing my video game flute music, which I really like, and you know, I've got some positive feedback on, so I hope to keep that up as much as possible. And thanks for tuning in. Again, Classic Gaming Expo here in Las Vegas in September. Hope you guys are coming, because I hope to see you there. I can't wait for the Midwest Gaming Expo, or excuse me, Midwest Gaming Classic. They're in Wisconsin here in a couple of weeks now. So hope to see you there too. So thanks again.